You're right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on this 21st day of October 2025. A very good evening to you, wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kennedy Kimani, and on the sign language interpretation tonight is Boniface Murithi. We begin with former Chief Justice David Maraga has criticized President William Ruto for hurriedly signing 8 bills into law on the day the country received the news of the demise of former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Maraga has termed the bills as unconstitutional, accusing the government of silencing dissent. And as Alice Diana now reports, the former CJ has vowed to support those who have moved to court to challenge the laws.
Just 6 days after President William Ruto assented into law 8 bills passed by the National Assembly, former Chief Justice David Maraga has faulted the president for signing what he termed as draconian bills amid national mourning. Addressing journalists in Nairobi on Tuesday, Maraga accused President Ruto of betraying the constitution and Raila's legacy by signing the bills. The former Chief Justice particularly took issue with the amendments to the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act and the new Privatization Act, noting they are null and void.
These amendments are unconstitutional. They are null and void. And this confirms my assertion that President Ruto has lost legitimacy to continue to lead our beloved country. A president who does not have any regard for the constitution under which he governs has no legitimacy to continue governing this country.
Maraga cited amendments to the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act as particularly troubling, arguing that they were designed to suppress dissent and curtail political freedoms.
The addition of Section 6JA to the Computer Misuse and the Cybercrimes Act gives the National Computer Cybercrimes Coordination Committee unconstitutional powers to a website or an app inaccessible for promoting, amongst other things, illegal activities. Simply put, this unconstitutional committee can order the closure of any website, blog, mobile app, Facebook, X, TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram accounts for allegedly promoting
media freedom and citizens' right to free expression. On the new Privatization Act, Maraga argued that the new privatization framework enables the executive to auction national assets without parliamentary approval, creating fertile ground for corruption.
This is a direct affront to the rights to fair administration action and fair hearing enshrined in Articles 47 and 50 of our Constitution. It makes this committee the investigator, prosecutor, and the judge, or final arbiter, and on the exercise of our celebrated freedoms of speech and the media, as provided for in Articles 33 and 34 of our Constitution.
He further condemned the limited public participation that accompanied the passing of the bills, accusing Parliament of ignoring submissions from citizens and even the relevant government ministries.
That there was limited public participation in the passage of the bills, with only 3 written memoranda, with all signatories opposed to the amendments. Unsurprisingly, a majority of the MPs yet again ignored
Maraga revealed that legal redress was already being pursued by various actors opposed to the new laws. Alice Diana, Hope TV Newswatch.
Thank you so much, Alice, for that report. Moving on swiftly, Kenya and Senegal have signed several agreements aimed at fostering good relations between the two countries. Among these agreements is a provision allowing Kenyans to visit Senegal for up to 3 months without a visa. This comes after a meeting between President William Ruto and the President of Senegal, Diomaye Faye, who is in the country on an official visit.
During our deliberations, His Excellency President Faye and I reviewed a broad range of bilateral, regional, and continental matters. We reaffirmed our joint commitment to closer collaboration in trade, peace and security, energy, sports, and multilateral affairs.
Senegal is willing to work together with Kenya for better taking into account Africa's priorities at national, continental, and international levels.
Our collaboration in these sectors aims to not only enhance prosperity, but also to promote sustainable development between our two nations.
Well, still matters bilateral ties, and President William Ruto has held talks with the Prime Minister of Mozambique, Maria Benvinda, who is in the country for an official visit. The two leaders discussed plans to strengthen the relationship between the two nations, who attended the Mashujaa Day celebrations in Kitui County. Away from that, and the Council of Governors is blaming Clinical Officers Association in Naivasha. The governors, through their health committee chairman, said the ministry is on the verge of collapse due to frequent policy changes and poor coordination.
Number one, we have a challenge of high turnover of CSs in that ministry. Even before you have agreed with one, we are now in our third one, who is also becoming a bully. And we must say this, because this is a new expenditure, we want a conditional grant that will ensure, number one, these UHC staff in the way they are, the SRC, because allowing them to just walk away and you are told go to counties, there's going to be a challenge. The second thing that sized, the need to caution county government employees from losing their cover due to delayed exchequer disbursements.
SRC washaweza kupatia ile direction na wakasema allowances fulani ziongezwe kama risk allowance na wamekubaliana nasi.
Now on to matters education, and tensions are rising at the Technical University of Kenya, where over 40 lecturers and staff have been interdicted amid a nationwide university strike. Union leaders are calling it an attempt to silence striking workers who've been striking since mid-September over unpaid salary arrears and stall CBA agreements. The standoff has disrupted learning across public universities as pressure mounts on the government to intervene.
On that document in members of staff at the Technical University of Kenya shall not be on duty until all the items in the strike notice are undressed.
The people we are demanding our rights from are harassing us by locking us out of a public institution,
Shame on them.
by interdicting us, by giving us half our salaries. And if you are so efficient in interdicting, why will you not be efficient in paying our full salaries?
The issues in TUK are historical. And we have said we will not want the history to repeat itself in TUK. Things must be sorted, and they must be sorted now. Those who are responsible for sorting out the issues in Tuk are known. It is not the employees. It is the employer. It is the Minister of what? Education.
Now, hundreds of youth in Trans Nzoia County have turned up in large numbers for the ongoing Kenya Defence Forces recruitment drive. The exercise, targeting cadets and servicemen across the country, aims to uphold merit and transparency. KDF's Lieutenant Colonel Herman Hemase says modern technology is now in use to seal fraud loopholes, ensuring only qualified, deserving candidates make it through.
Fair, just, and open. What we've realized is disqualified from the team. So that's what I just want to tell, that let's be open and let's just compete like the rest of us competitively, and those who successfully meet it will join us. Those who will not, they will serve the nation in a different capacity, or will they wait for.
Now, the State Department for Correctional Services has launched the 3rd Annual Correctional Service Week in Nairobi, celebrating 3 years of reform in justice, rehabilitation, and public safety, with a focus on efficient service delivery. Defense Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tuya has praised the ongoing digital and social rehabilitation efforts, pledging continued government support for prison officers' welfare.
Theme for this year, Efficient Service Delivery for the Common Good, invites us to reflect deeply on what efficiency means within our unique context of the common good. That we use our individual and collective efforts, talents, and decisions to benefit everyone in society.
It reminds us that efficiency in correctional service must not be measured merely successes, but by the real lasting impact we make in the lives of many who are entrusted to us.
We collaborate with the Social Service Agency, Family, Women and Children Committee, Tourism Agency to provide different kinds of training and vocational education to prisons and to improve social adaptation, offer further employment.
We are also coming up with a valuation framework so that we can have a proper way or a uniform way of valuing
and digital innovations that strengthen case management and record systems.
All right, crossing borders now, and former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has begun serving a 5-year prison sentence, becoming the first ex-leader of modern France to be jailed, convicted of conspiring to illegally finance his 2007 campaign with funds from the late Libyan President Muammar Gaddafi. Sarkozy maintains he is being held in solitary confinement at Paris La Santé prison under tight security. Japan has made history, with Sanae Takaichi becoming the country's first female prime minister. The 64-year-old conservative won strong parliamentary support, taking the helm amid economic challenges and political uncertainty. Known as Japan's Iron Lady, Takaichi faces tough tests, from a rising cost of living at home to complex relations with the US, South Korea, and China. Her leadership marks a new chapter, but questions remain about how she'll balance tradition with change. Well, it is exactly 15 minutes. Our time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and sports news. Stick around.
What if your pain had a purpose? What if your past was just a beginning of a greater story?
Gotten to another level because now I could not do anything without it, and now it became like a poison. I take it today, it grounds me for 3 more days.
I had not read the Bible. When I read the Bible, it just confirmed more that I had an encounter with the Lord, because I told him, Lord, why have you come to me?
From the streets to the sanctuary, from the prison yard to the pulpit, real people are sharing the power of God's transforming love. No matter where you've been, God can rewrite your story.
So I got him, I just
Uje tumewangoja and najua hii ni opportunity ya wengi wetu hapa kucheza AFCON.
Well, we finish off with some developing news at Nottingham Forest, where Sean Dyche is the new man in charge at Nottingham Forest, becoming the club's third manager this season. The former Burnley 9 days in charge. Dyche takes over with Forest struggling in 18th place, and his first game comes on Thursday against Porto in the Europa League. Well, with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV Newswatch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kimani, and Boniface Moredi has been our sign language interpreter.